Vast are the Earth's oceans and generous their bounty. For those who brave the waves, great rewards are to be netted. A prized catch in these waters is the Pacific tuna. More than 70% of this highly sought-after fish are caught in these tropical waters. This $7 billion Pacific tuna fishing industry is controlled by large commercial fishing fleets. Yellowfin, big-eyed tuna, albacore, and skipjack are under huge pressure from unsustainable and illegal fishing practices brought about by increasing global demand for tuna. In the last 50 years, industrial overfishing has depleted over 80% of global fish stocks. Continuing with these practices courts too high a cost.
Kalau memang sampai rompong ikan tidak makan, berarti kita cari ikan morok. Dulu kita jatuh rompong 2 minggu udah ada ikannya. Sekarang 200 hari pun udah ada ikan di rompong itu karena mereka kapal dari udah pagar di luar. Kapal masuknya ikan. Mereka pagar lapis-lapis. Kalau contoh di Laut Flores sampai Laut Sulawesi, kapan dia masuk?
Over the years, we have been experiencing less and less catch for our big-sized tuna. And then the volume of the fish that we can gather from a certain amount of time in the sea is not as voluminous as before.
In the Western and Central Pacific, 2.6 million tons of tuna were caught legally in 2012 alone. 70% of this was caught using purse seine fishing.
The big issue is always catching the juveniles because when you use large nets, you catch everything that is available in the sea, whereas the juveniles, they don't have the chance to reproduce.
The use of fish aggregation devices with purse seine nets and out-of-control long-line fishing threaten the sustainability of the remaining tuna stocks and leave small-scale fishermen who use selective and traditional fishing practices bobbing in its wake.
Kata orang nelayan itu hina. Tapi buat saya, biar hina menurut orang, tapi kehidupan buat saya. Awal mula saya terjun ke nelayan, saya sebagai seorang koki, jadi memancing, jadi boboi, dan sampai sekarang saya jadi kapten dan merangkap.
There were several boats here in Jensan before, but now we have dwindled to maybe 1,000 na lang, or maybe less than that. We hope that the handline industry will not come to a complete stop.
Dua kong anak, dua ang babae. Dayon ang kinamagulangan, 13 anyos, ang ikaduha, 10 anyos. Nag-eskwela sila, may lang o ganang daghan may kuha kaya makakuan gani sa among mga anak, makasuportar kung wala gani po, murag maglisod. Kung palaban din mi sa among amo og maglisod yun.
Separated by vast distances of water, but united in the face of a common threat, a growing number of environmentally aware Indonesian and Filipino fishermen continue to employ and promote traditional fishing practices in hopes of shifting tides in favor of sustainable fisheries.
Bisa nggak Laut Flores ataupun Laut Sawu ya menjadi suatu daerah yang konservasi terbatas, dalam arti terlindungi, bisa dieksploitasi tapi dengan alat tangkap yang benar-benar ramah lingkungan. Kalau dengan menggunakan pursen yang besar atau apa yang notabene bisa mengeksploitasi terlalu besar ikan, ini bisa dibatasi.
Port and land fisheries actually is not new in Indonesia. It has been there for many years, but unfortunately for the last several years, it has been decreasing because the pressure we get from other way of catching fish, including purseine. Purseine is high investment, of course. It's not environmentally friendly, and I will say that we against the purseine. The Ministry for Development of Disadvantaged Districts, or MINDA, Republic of Indonesia, is promoting pole and line fishery because it's very much in line with the mission of our ministry which is to alleviate poverty and create job in the region.
There was one time I was able to observe an improvement in the average weight of the yellowfin. That was during the time that there was a fishing ban for 2 years in the high seas. I was able to observe based on my 2 boats that I have, it increased to 30 kilos per average. But during these times, it reverts to around 20 kilos average weight. And sometimes it's going down to around 15 kilos.
An agreement on reduction in catches and an expansion of the ban on fish aggregation devices by purse seiners are steps to ensure the recovery and sustainability of the Western and Central Pacific tuna stocks. Developed nations with far-reaching industrial fishing fleets and Pacific Island countries have to agree on how to manage these fisheries. There's also a growing shift in consumer demand towards sustainable tuna products. An example of this is in the United Kingdom, where all the major brands and retailers are now selling or have committed to sell 100% Poland line or fad-free purse seine caught skipjack, albacore, and some yellowfin tuna. In this vast ocean, the Pacific, answers to the challenges we face now may well be over the horizon and beyond our sights. With cooperation and resolve to ensure that the ocean's bounties will be managed sustainably, solutions can be reached. Solutions that would benefit us all.